Welcome. So you would like to have a reading for fall? That sounds like a wonderful idea. Well, before we get started with your reading, I think we're first going to have to see what's going on with you. Let me close my book. Put it aside and let us first determine what kind of a reading you're going to be needing. As you can see, I am a modern day witch doctor, and since Halloween will be coming along soon, I decided it might be nice to start giving everyone a reading. So, in front of you, you have 3 herbs. And each of these herbs is going to tell me a little bit about your condition. This is herb number 1. This is herb number 2. And this is herb number 3. Now, what I want you to do is just meditate on those herbs. I'm going to burn a little sage. And while you meditate on those herbs, I want you to think about the fact that those herbs selected themselves today during my morning meditation. So before you even woke today, these herbs, these teachers, chose you. So what I would like you to do is just spend a moment meditating on each herb and decide which herb you are drawn to. Are you drawn to herb number 1, St. John's Wort? Herb number 2, rosebuds? Or herb number 3, peppermint? This is the St. John's Wort. In magic and also in medicine, we will pinch the herbs. You don't need a lot of it in magic, but when you pinch or roll the herbs, you release some of the energy of the herbs. St. John's Wort. Number 2 is rose petals. It's a beautiful smell when you release it. And then the third herb we have here is peppermint. This is from a recycled jar of, I believe, mugwort. Or sage, I guess. Just another one. Has a lovely smell, and definitely because it's a mint, the more you grind it, the more the mint will be released. Just a little in magic. Okay. So after you've selected your herb, I will then give you a reading. The readings are time-stamped, and so if you would like to get a reading for herb number 1, you would click on that, herb number 2, or herb number 3. All right, so let's start with the Empath prayer. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys, to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together we say, Amen. Okay, let's begin. All right, this first reading is for group number 1. Group number 1 chose St. John's Wort. St. John's Wort is a common remedy that we use when we are treating people who suffer from depression. It's considered a herb that is associated with the sun. It brings the sun, it brings lightness and joy and happiness and good things. It's ruled by, it has a lot of energy from the sun, but it also has a lot of energy from Aries. Also a lot of Leo energy. There's a lot of Leo energy. This is an herb that will come to you if you are wanting to break away from darkness, depression, and needing more sun in your life. Because we are headed towards the fall, it could also indicate that the person who chose this plant may suffer from seasonal affective disorder. So if you are in an area that can become cold, Wisconsin, Illinois, the Northeast, etc., you may be calling to the sun for assistance. St. John's Wort is also associated with St. John of the Cross because when you squeeze the leaf, it creates a blood-like color. So it protects the home, and it, it's considered also to be protective against evil spirits. All right, so that was the herb you picked. All right, now the base of the matter for group number 1 is a time of conflict. 5 of Wands moving in as the base of the matter. That would indicate that this is a time in your life where you feel you were drawn to an herb that has to do with issues of a need for sun, brightness, positive energy, positive mood. But it also is a time in your life when you may be experiencing real conflict and things may be coming to an end. We have a 5 of Wands here, conflict, and we have a Death card moving in as the base of the matter. That could be indicating major transformation for you. Where you're at right now, the Tower. Again, this would indicate that your home life or your immediate environment is unstable right now, and you may start feeling a little trapped. It's a dark energy, and it's also a feeling of potentially tension and a feeling of possibly being constricted in your home. What is above you
going to be entering into a period that's actually very freeing and open. It's kind of like an open meadow type of an energy with that nice Six of Wands coming into the 4th house. And that would indicate that you're somebody who is going to be headed towards positive direction, coming out of any kind of sadness or difficulties and moving towards a positive resolution. This is always the victory card as I see it. And what you're sitting in is a potential to build a beautiful home, family, or life. You have the tools to make it happen, but things as they are, you can see, are changing. What you're coming out of, you have the skills and the ability to be quite brilliant in any direction you choose to go in, with a nice mastery card here indicating a person of knowledge and intelligence. I see you traveling possibly west, possibly to the western United States, or even potentially outside of the United States, again to a warmer climate, which may be suitable for you, or potentially a vacation in that area. This is a card that denotes travel and potentially travel to the southwest. Where you are at right now, the world comes to you. This is somebody who wants to expand their world and see beyond where they're at right now. People close to you could be changing jobs and in a better place financially if friends and family are worried about their jobs prospects. They needn't worry, they're going to be okay. Your hopes and fears that nothing will change, and your final outcome, you will be victorious in your endeavors, successful in your career choices. Take more risk. You are braver and smarter than you realize. Do not be afraid of your own intelligence, and do not be afraid of taking risk. Your journey will be very successful. Your wish will be granted. And that completes the reading for group number 1. Well, hello, my sensitive spirits. This is a reading for group number 2. Of course, if you picked group number 1, but you also pick number 2, then I think it's completely all right if you receive the second reading also. Sometimes we're attracted to more than one herb. Well, group number 2 picked the rose. And this is absolutely one of my favorite plants to work with. It is the petals of the rose, which are associated with beauty and romance. It's also a nice liver tonic. It's one of those things I like to add to my magical herb teas for people when I'm trying to attract more romance and more love and more beauty into their life. When we are talking about deities that are associated with rose, Aphrodite is definitely the main deity we associate. Oshun in the African Ifa tradition would be associated with rose. It's used for consecration, and it's also associated with various different types of birds that work with love, myrtle doves, swallows, etc. And when we are trying to draw love in our lives or create love for someone else, say for example, you're a mom and you want your son or daughter to find someone nice and you're praying for them, you may want to create a beautiful altar for them with nice herbs like rose to attract a loving partner. All right, so let's take a look at your cards. Group number 2, the rose. Here is what your September looks like. Same as group number 1, conflict. This is a time again in your life when you could be in a state of conflict, but you're also learning a lot. The great thing about the 5 of Wands is that it's a card that's associated with knowledge, information, and exchange of ideas. However, your karma card is the 7 of Cups, which is associated with a time of confusion and not necessarily knowing where you want to go right now, what you want to do. This is someone who may be in real turmoil. Your first house, the 2 of Pentacles, juggling 2 coin, not knowing necessarily where you want to go financially or in career. There's a lot of indecision here, and what's crossing you is a celebration. When in doubt, if you don't know what to do with yourself, create joy where you're at. This is someone who may be confused about their direction, doesn't know what tomorrow will bring, but she has decided to dance today. This is someone who has decided to enjoy the moment because we honestly don't know what tomorrow will bring. What is above them? They're leaving behind old ideas that no longer serve them. This is someone who is potentially going through major changes spiritually. You can see here, if you are a group number 2, we have the poverty card or the exile card in the 4th house. This could be someone struggling with ideas they have or about themselves and other people, and whether or not they can let go of old preconceived ideas of themselves. This is an individual who may be stubborn or hard-headed. This is about struggling to let things go and being confused about what tomorrow will bring. This is the type of a card chart where I would advise someone to really focus on what they can control in their immediate environment. Be joyful where you are. Take it moment by moment. Focus on the things that you can control. Develop yourself. Take care of your home. Make sure that the area is sealed from floods. Take care of the home. Take care of yourself financially. Make sure that everything you're doing, you're taking care of and preparing for a potentially difficult winter. This is somebody who's sealing the roof so that there won't be any drips, so any rain coming in. Sealing all the holes. It's that type of an energy. Be balanced. Slow and steady wins the race. The less stress, the better. The people around you, you will surround yourself around strong, competent people that will carry you through. There is a deep concern here for your financial future, I see, but the worst thing you can do regarding your finances is to be in conflict or to stress out. Instead, take it day at a time. Be frugal when you need to. Be professional. Be about your business. Take responsibility for your actions. You will be fine. You emerge as the Queen of Swords, which is a very powerful queen. The star is over you. You've received an anointing or a blessing. This is a survivor. This is a person who has come through difficult times, has fought poverty and frugality, has learned to take responsibility for their actions, and has achieved anything and everything they want, including a partnership if you should want it. But this is a person who views her partner, the King of Swords, her consort, as somebody that she allows to stand as her equal. But the Queen of Swords doesn't need him. She enjoys her partner. She enjoys her community. But this is an unbelievably independent person who knows who she is and knows what she wants and is about her business, or he, if the reading is for a man. All right, so that is the reading for Rose, the group number 2. You are more powerful than you know. You will get through whatever difficulties you are getting through right now, and you will emerge quite powerful. This fall will go very well for you. Well, hello, group number 3. You are the Peppermint group. Who doesn't like peppermint? Peppermint is a wonderful herb. It is actually associated with good luck. Good luck. It protects against illnesses. It's supposed to attract good spirits. You can sprinkle it around your home. You can put just a pinch in a candle to attract money and prosperity. It can be rubbed through the fingers and then massage. Then you take your fingers and you can massage someone's head if they have a headache. It's sometimes placed in gree-gree bags to help with visionary dreams, pain in the head, digestive problems. It's used in banishing spells. It's used to attract travel. The deities associated with it are Persephone, Demeter, Hades, and Hecate. I believe the deity is Neptune. It has Neptune and also the nymph Menth, who was quite beautiful, and I think Apollo might have chased after her, if I'm not mistaken. But so that's Peppermint. Let's go ahead and see what your fall is going to be like. The base of the matter is confusion, ball of confusion. You know, this is happening a lot right now because of everything that's going on in the world. We're all going through a period of just not knowing what tomorrow will bring. The base of the matter is confusion, but the good news is you've got the World card coming in. So I feel like things were stagnant because of COVID. I feel that COVID had a huge economic impact on the world. I think that this is why Biden and other world banking experts are so, it's not just about human lives, it's also about wanting to get the banking system and the economic system up to full potential, the world implications here. So I feel that after this fall, it's like we go into a period where things start to normalize. Where you're at right now, Two of Pentacles, potentially a job opportunity or being pulled between two jobs. There's a good news here with a star card, excuse me, which would indicate if you are looking for a second job or new opportunities in work, they'll be available to you, including opportunities to expand your world. World can also indicate a potential for travel. Your partnerships potentially look very solid. Both your partnerships in business and also potentially partnerships in love and romance. Fool takes a leap of faith regarding partnerships. And this is also an import-export card, so it could indicate that you're taking new risk, excuse me, with your business. If you are looking into changes in your business. Where you're at right now, the Tower, a crash. Major changes could be happening in your home life, in your environment that cause some disruption or instability in the home. What is around you? The Hierophant. Because you have the Tower here, which is associated with a disruption, potentially a disruption in the home, and you have the Hierophant here, I feel like there are major changes going on in your home with your partnership, your business, your career, your finances. Everything seems to be in flux. Hope and fear here about power, knowledge, and information. And your final outcome is you will emerge. The Queen seeks justice, absolute. So if you're in conflict with another person regarding issues of power, control, being right when they're wrong, more than likely you will be victorious, potentially also victorious in issues of romance, and potentially victorious in issues where you take one moral side, they take another. It can be in a lawsuit or simply in a conflict with another person. Queen of Wands seeks justice, absolute. She's a very strong queen. It's associated with Judith, who was the perfect judge. So it's somebody who is the hard-headed woman. She's strong, she's empowered, and she manifests what she wants. You can see not only does the Queen of Wands emerge in this card chart, but also the Magician, which would indicate that this is somebody who becomes unbelievably powerful over this fall. You can see also for people who are looking at this reading, you're being drawn towards the arts quite a bit, moving towards new creative endeavors, possibly importing or exporting of ideas. Writers tend to attract the Empress, as do mothers and creative types. I would say overall, the next 3 months for group number 3 will be a time focusing on empowerment and living your highest truth and living very much aligned with your value systems. This could lead you towards financial independence, and specifically it would be a good time to be looking at investing in your own independent projects. All right. So there you have it. Those are the readings today for people. I thought it would be fun to give this a try. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you did, we can do it again. Be sure and share, like, subscribe, and click the bell notification if you would like to continue to see my videos. Also, let me know what other videos you would like to see on this channel. And if you would like to get a reading from me, I do offer phone readings, and you can find the information about booking one below this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.